Oh, shiny Pokemon, making players spend an abnormal number of hours to hunt just for a chance of having a slightly different shade of Pikachu appear on their screen. With odds of shiny Pokemon being so low at 1 in 4,096 and even lower at 1 in 8,192 in the old generation Pokemon games, causing players to spend so many hours on just one shiny Pokemon, you would think they're way better than regular Pokemon, right? No, they're not. They aren't stronger than regular Pokemon, they don't help you out in any way during battle, and they sometimes may be weaker than regular Pokemon depending on IVs. So there is no way anybody in their right mind would spend so much time trying to hunt these extremely rare, slightly miscolored Pokemon, right? They'd have to be crazy. Anyways, here's my collection.
Here's my weather trio. Beautiful. It's making it rain. Here's my beautiful shiny Rayquaza. Here's my... Here's my shiny Ghastly that I got from eating a sandwich and going to an outbreak. My shiny Haunter, so beautiful, right? Unfortunately, I don't have any friends, so he's gonna stay a Haunter instead of a King. And of course, we have the time duo. I don't really have Palkia, so you know you gotta have a shiny Gyarados. You know what I do have is a beautiful Black Charizard, because you know that's mandatory. You gotta have a shiny Black Charizard. You have to. Anyways, I have more, but you get the point.
So why do players spend so much time trying to get a Gengar that was left out in the sun for a little too long instead of one that will take you about 7 seconds to catch? Well, the most obvious reason is that shiny Pokemon are insanely rare, having a 1 in 8,192 chance of even running into one when they were first introduced. In case you don't know how rare that is, you are more likely to roll 6 dice at the same time and have them all 6 roll in the same number for all of them. The odds of that happening are 1 in 7,776. So if you somehow got a shiny Pokemon Gen 2, you are a legend that is a true Pokemon master like myself. Just check out this beautiful shiny Gyarados I caught at the Lake of Rage. Ain't she a beaut? What's that? Everybody got one? Oh. Yeah, the same game where they introduce shiny Pokemon, they just hand you one for free. A red Gyarados, the first shiny many players first caught. They gave you a taste of what shiny hunting can reward you with. Thankfully, they picked a cool one like Gyarados and not something like Jigglypuff. Hold on, I think there's a smudge on my screen making the eyes look different. Oh, no, that's the shiny. Oh, okay. Even though they might not look as different as regular Pokemon, the fact that you got something so rare just gives you that hit of dopamine that it makes it so rewarding to see one. We humans are for some reason wired to chase that sort of rare thing. We just love the idea of beating the odds. It's the same reason casinos are so successful. What, you think people go to the casino to make money? No, that's what a is for. People go to the casino with hope of beating the odds and winning the jackpot. Sure, the money is nice or whatever, but that rush of going against all odds and hitting the right 1 in a gazillion billion chance of winning? Oh yeah, baby, that's that good shit. I mean, some of the methods of getting certain shinies is already extremely similar to what casinos do. One example is the same repetitive action of soft resetting for that so elusive yellow Charmander as your starter. This is extremely similar to old people in the casinos hogging those slot machines and inserting pennies over and over and over again in the hopes of hitting that 777 and winning the jackpot. At least I think. I don't know, I've never been to a casino, I just know what I know from slot machines and Sonic games. Anyways, it is the same strategy of doing the same repetitive motion in hopes that maybe, just maybe, you'll get lucky this time. Except instead of winning a lot of money, you get a slightly bluer Snorlax. I mean, if you ask me, that's even better. Smart people call it variable reward schedule. I like to call it soft resetting. Which one sounds better? Let me know. So yeah, people like beating the odds and having a nice reward, even if at the end of the day, the reward is just a Bidoof with the higher contrast. Here's the thing though, I don't think beating the odds has much to do with why people are so obsessed with hunting shinies. Let's run a quick experiment. I have 3 Pikachus here for you, and I want you to pick the one you like the best. You got it? Cool. I'm guessing you chose this one, right? Yeah, I mean, you could barely tell it's different, but yeah, I mean, who wouldn't choose this one? It's the only one that looks different, right? Well, here are the odds of catching these Pikachus in the wild. Why didn't you pick this Pikachu, huh? It's the rarest one here with 1 in 21,845 odds of appearing in the wild. It's a Pikachu with Pokerus. It's also extremely beneficial to your team, making your Pokemon way better, so why didn't you pick this one? Was it because you couldn't tell it was a rare right away? Want another try? Alright, here you go. Choose a free Garchomp from these 4. Don't you worry, they are on me and they are completely free, and it even comes with a free Megastone, so choose to your heart's content. Ready? Did you pick this one? Why is that, huh? Okay, well, you made your choice. Here are the odds. Ooh, you might have fucked up, champ. See this Garchomp right here? The odds of catching him in the wild are actually 1 in 1,073,741,824. As this is actually a perfect IV Garchomp. You're literally more likely to win the fucking lottery than you are to find a perfect IV Pokemon in the wild. Isn't that crazy? But if these things are so rare that they go into the billions, why do I never see any perfect IV Pokemon hunting stream? Why do people hunt this Psyduck way more than this other Psyduck? Well, you see, this one's blue. Apart from being basically impossible to get the other Psyduck, a huge reason why people like these shiny Pokemon so much is because they are a different color. There's literally no one out there in the world who prefers the original look of Charizard over something like this beautiful beast. Oh yeah, baby, talk about Charizard's best look. It was so good it even made it as an alternative outfit in Smash. Oh yeah, shiny Charizard. Oh, you thought I meant this guy? No, for some reason they added the original Gen 2 shiny Charizard instead of the more iconic one. What boggles my mind even more is that there is an outfit for Pokemon training that includes a shiny Squirtle, shiny Ivysaur, Charizard with Jaundice. What the fuck? Would I have killed you guys to include shiny Charizard to have a full-on shiny team? But wait, Fountain Guy, what if I myself have achromatopsia and can only see black and white? Well, my dear viewer, first of all, that is one big word and I'm proud of you for using it. Second of all, Game Freak has got you covered because not only do these Pokemon shine, they also sparkle. Yep, if the color wasn't enough to tickle your fancy, when the Pokemon comes out of its Pokeball, it also comes out with sparkles, letting you know that they are shiny enough to sparkle. Unlike shitty bug catchers Anthony's green normal Caterpie. No, my Caterpie's kidney is fine, it's just a shiny. But is it really about the color of these Pokemon being different at the end of the day? I mean, like how I showed previously already, sometimes you can't even tell the difference between these shinies and the regular counterparts. Some of these are like a try to spot the difference puzzle. Can you tell which one is the shiny here? See, this one has a little silver lining on its body, so it's completely different. What about this one? Oh, you couldn't tell? It has pink limbs and is also slightly greener. Speaking of which, here are a bunch of shinies that are just green for some reason. Look at this one. Oh, that's a cool shiny, right? It's pink instead of green. No, just kidding. See, this Gastrodon's from the east, and this one is from California. Here are the actual shinies from the Pokemon. You know, I think I can kind of see it if I look hard enough. So is it really the color when some of these are only a tiny bit different? If it's not just about beating the odds, and it's not about the color of the Pokemon, what is it that makes us want a shiny hunt so bad when it comes to these Pokemon? Well, in my opinion, it comes down to bragging rights and flexing on other people. Yeah, my Rattata looks like it's about to puke all over me, but who cares? They're rare, and I have one, and you don't. Let's be honest here, guys. What is the first thing you're doing if you catch a shiny Pokemon? Obviously, you gotta brag it in someone's face. It could either be a friend or a family member, but someone has got to know I just got a shiny Squirtle. Maybe one too many, honestly, but we'll get to that in a bit. There's a reason why so many YouTubers and streamers love to chase after these shiny Pokemon, and sure, it's also for the love of the game, but deep down, we all love bragging about beating the odds. Why do you think I showed you all my shinies in the beginning? You thought it was because I wanted to make a joke about me being crazy? No, I wanted to flex on you. What's that? You're still soft resetting for that shiny starter? Look at my beautiful Chimchar that I got way below odds. In all seriousness, it's nice to be able to show off your rare Pokemon because it feels cool when people admire them, and it's normal to do that. It really comes down to a mixture of all three things. Shinies are extremely important to people as some even buy the games just to be able to shiny hunt, and Game Freak is aware of this and know exactly what they're doing, making it even easier and easier, yet growing that addiction that people have towards shinies. Hell, they even lowered the base odds of getting a shiny to 1 in 4,096, so that more people can get them. There's so many methods to increase your odds, it gets a bit crazy. You have the chain method, where if you catch 31 Pokemon of the same species and pop a lure, you lower your odds all the way down to 1 in 683. Scarlet and Violet, you can ride Koraidon over to your local Subway, order yourself a Meatball Marinara, go to a mass outbreak, kill about 60 Pokemon, and boom. Your odds are all the way down to 1 in 512. Still not low enough for you, huh? If you wait for the right time of the month, you can participate in Pokemon Go's Community Day event, where one Pokemon is put on the spotlight and spawns in mass everywhere with increased shiny odds. How increased are those odds? Oh, you know, nothing crazy, just 1 in 25 Pokemon are shiny. What's that? It took you 5,000 resets to get your shiny Squirtle in Leaf Green, which is below odds? Oh, that's cool. That's probably how many shiny Squirtles I have in Pokemon Go after Community Day. And of course, you can transfer these to the mainline Pokemon games. Now, there may be people who will tell you that these shinies don't hold the same value as their shiny Eevee they got in Pokemon Gold and the Game Boy, but who cares as long as you're having fun? As long as you're having fun with hunting shinies, whether that be soft resetting or going outside, it's always a rewarding experience finding a shiny that you hunted for so long, and it makes for such good memories at the end of the day. I still remember my first shiny ever, and I'm sure you do too, whether it was a shiny Caterpie in Viridian Forest or a shiny Dialga in Pokemon Diamond. For me, I remember clear as day. I had just caught Rayquaza in Pokemon Omega Ruby, and I left Little Root Town and went to Route 101, and I ran into a full odds shiny golden Poochyena, and I completely lost my shit, and ever since, I've been hooked on shiny Pokemon. Please let me know your first shiny story, or even just one of your favorite shiny stories you have down below. It's always so fun and interesting to hear about people's experience with capturing shinies. Anyways, I think I've talked long enough about slightly different colored virtual pets, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe, and as always, I appreciate you coming by.